The following TBT interview with Dan Evans was pre-recorded on the 20th of July 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TBT Interviews. I'm Matt Burns, and on this episode we've got Dan Evans.
Hey guys.
I can honestly say I've been up and down the road with this gentleman. We've known each other for many years. It's just recently we haven't come across a paths for quite some time.
That's unfortunate, man. We used to get on really well.
Yeah.
How long have we known each other now? I think it's around about 2009 we met.
I think it was.
That's like, how many years? 8 years?
Oof. I'm now feeling old. I'm now feeling old.
Back then.
I'll take into account I'm 30 this year.
You're not 30, are you?
I am 30.
Wow. You grew up so fast.
But yeah, I will say, we've known each other for many years, but we're going to be most likely learning more about the history. If anybody wants to, a few people, wanted to know who Dan Evans, the early days and everything. So,
I started when I think I started backyarding first, like pretty much how everyone starts. They don't admit it, but they do.
I have no idea what you're about.
Yeah, exactly.
We all start somewhere.
I was fighting my friends in my garden, and then I posted a video online, like you do, because you think you're amazing because you're backyard wrestling. And then somebody saw it who was in a wrestling school, and they said you should come down and actually train how to wrestle. That was Zach Gibson, who is slightly alright at wrestling now.
Just slightly.
Just slightly, he's alright. I'm better, like.
Stronger.
So I'm stronger in many ways. I think he benches more than me, but I squat more, I think. But then I went down to RWI, so I started there. Mm-hmm. And I met Zach. And he was the one who taught me on my first day of training, because you're not allowed to do the big sessions till you know how to bump and stuff. Pretty standard stuff.
Practice your basics.
Yeah, so then after a couple of months there, I went to Future Shock in Manchester. Where I learned some more.
Been there myself.
Yeah, and then I probably met Matt Burns around about that time at United Wrestling.
Yeah. I believe it was. And with you going Future Shock, you must have met some of the current WWE UK stars as well.
Sorry, I lost you there. Someone just rang me, so it just lost.
Don't worry. So I'll repeat the question. So basically, with you going Future Shock, which actually had plenty of the current UK WWE UK wrestlers.
Yeah. Like, my class was pretty good. In my class, there was Zach, Jack Gallagher, Cooper, Alex Cyanide. There's some more. I thought my mind's just blank, but it's like a star-studded class.
Definitely is.
We've all achieved great things.
That you have.
I haven't. I've done all right.
I'd say you're doing better than me.
I wrestle weekly, and I don't want any more wrestling work, really. I've got enough.
You enjoy it. You love it.
I had my first week off since February last week. It was amazing.
Oh, time off. How does that feel?
Yeah, amazing. I went to Blackpool. So
did you attend the show?
No, I hate wrestling with passion now. So I cannot stand watching wrestling.
You can't watch it.
I can't watch it. It just really angers me. It's amazing. As a kid, I used to love wrestling so much. It used to be what everything I did was wrestling. Like, I go play my wrestling figures. I go play SmackDown on the video, whatever console it was back then, PS2 probably. Everything revolved around wrestling. Used to watch it all the time, and now I have nothing to do with it except working it.
Everyone's different.
Yeah, I just cannot watch it.
Is that because you see all the little things?
I think the whole concept of wrestling just angers me to a point where I just need to get away from it.
Oh, we all
So
need time off.
yeah, it feels like work to me. So I mean, I don't play around with computers in my spare time because that's work. I don't watch wrestling in my spare time because that's work.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Occasionally, I'll watch some to like get new ideas, but I very rarely watch it for fun.
Here's a question for you, for your early days. How did you react to taking your first bump?
You know what? My friends went wrestling first, so they made it out that was going to kill me. So I was absolutely terrified. So I thought I was going to taking a gunshot or something.
Oh no!
But I took it. It wasn't too bad.
The question is, did you do a full back bump or did you do the squat down bump?
I did a full back bump. I did jiu-jitsu as a kid, so it was very similar to breakfall. So I was just threw myself to it. So it wasn't too different.
Yeah, I can actually relate to that.
Yeah.
Definitely, because with myself, I did Bushi Kampu Jiu-Jitsu.
Is that McGee Jiu-Jitsu?
Yeah.
I think that was what I did. I cannot remember. I wasn't very good at it.
But at least the breakfalls got you prepared for it.
Yeah, it's probably all I learned from Jiu-Jitsu.
we all learn something from everything.
Yeah. It's a helpful skill, learning to fall on the floor.
As shockingly as it is, because the amount of times I've seen people slip over and hurt themselves because they don't know how to break fall.
It's true. Look at all those old ladies just falling on the floor, breaking their hips.
Like,
They know how to break fall. They'll be all right.
Come to wrestling training. Learn how to break fall. Save lives.
Wrestling training can probably help you out in a lot of situations.
It can. It can.
I guess it gives you good public speaking. It gives you some form of fitness.
Confidence.
Teaches you how to bitch really effectively behind people's backs. That's something it teaches you. Oh, like in actual office situations, no one's as bitchy as me. I'm a wrestling trainer. I know what I'm doing.
No idea what you're on about. No idea what you're on about.
Yeah, it's all kind of rainbows of wrestling.
That's just gold. Well, in the early days when you were learning to wrestle, did you have like any certain wrestlers that you'd aspired to be like, or anybody that possibly you'd credit to your style?
I always wanted to be Triple H. Unfortunately, I'm not 6'4", so I couldn't really achieve those dreams.
And you don't.
But I gave it my best. I gave it my best effort. I grew a beard. I got black trunks. Got long hair. Went to the gym. I just didn't quite reach that mark.
You didn't have.
I did do a pedigree for a while, but realised I'm like 4 foot tall, so the head was already touching the floor and it got me between my legs. So I just stuck to brainbusters,
Wouldn't know anything about that.
Sorry.
Which I will say, I was impressed. It was like, I'm just going to brainbuster you. What? It's like,
hey, it worked. No one died.
I was like, I'm not exactly the smallest. I'm no daffodil.
I was feeling strong that day.
Oh,
I haven't felt
kidding.
strong since.
It was one of them. You lifted me up just straight up. I was like, here we go. Honestly, I can also say one of the most fun to work with.
Oh, you're too kind.
No, it's not being too kind. You're one of the most fun and most safest.
I try my best. I don't want to kill anyone. Wrestling, no.
As much as as much as a certain Hall of Famer wrestler has diminished a little bit with name Bret Hart,
Yeah.
one of his sayings that he says is still true to this day. It's an art.
Yeah, it is.
And hurting somebody isn't art.
No, it really isn't. Now guys say, "Oh, hit me hard, I want to make it real." No, it's not for me. We'll make it look real.
Take my head off. What?
No, you're all right, mate. I'll just, make it look good. And we'll go work again tomorrow, where we just make it look good and not hurt each other, so we can actually work again tomorrow.
Exactly, it's like I still want to wrestle the following days, not just this match.
Like when you look at your schedule and you're wrestling every day of the week, and then you're wrestling someone who wants to punch you in the head on the first day, like, nah, you're right.
I'll never forget when I got to one show where one person just goes, "How do you feel about fighting him? How do you feel taking a running big boot for the start of the match? How about no?"
Yeah, that's not for me. How about we actually do some wrestling and actually we'll stall for a bit and then we'll do some wrestling and then just wrestle safely?
Oh no, he just sort of just called, straight away. As soon as he called, he goes, "How about no?" Right,
A good thing to do is just grapple game someone. If you just start putting really aggressive holds.
Oh no! The best thing about it was I was the heel in this match. So as he come running at me, I just straight out the ring.
That's a good way of surviving wrestling. Is getting out of the ring or throwing them out of the ring.
It was just literally he just went. As he come running out, I just went out of the ring. He says, "Huh?" The noise he made, he sounded like Scooby Doo. Like, huh?
Yeah, definitely the key to wrestling people you don't want to wrestle. It's just don't be there.
I just got out, and as he come out to fetch me, he's like, I just goes, "Are you actually going to wrestle now?"
I think you've told me this story before. Actually, that sounds very familiar.
No, I don't think so because it was quite. It was
recent.
Not long before I come out of it.
Really?
Mm. No. I know which one. I know a story you're on about. The ring announcer.
Yeah.
When he was doing the countdown, 10, 9, 8. That's the story I told you.
Yeah, that's one.
I'll never forget that one. But anyway, moving on. Less about more on yourself. So what were your first matches like?
My first match, I got told on the day of the show that I was wrestling it. It was for my training school at the time. You remember Dean McManus?
Yes.
He was meant to be on the show, but he had the flu and couldn't make it. So I took his place with like a month of wrestling training. So I was really nervous. I did not know what I was doing. So I wanted to get really, really drunk beforehand. But as a 16-year-old boy, it's really hard to procure alcohol.
Oh.
Also, it's not advisable. So I didn't do that. So I rang my mum. And I said, "Mum, can you be at my wrestling match?" She said, "No, I've been drinking all day." So I wasn't in the best place. I was pretty good. So then I was going out. I was a little nervous, and then I just went out. And nerves just went away as soon as you enter through the curtain.
It's almost like a transformation.
Yeah, it's amazing the difference. And then I was going through the match, and at some point I was brawling the crowd. And there's my mum sitting there. She'd made it all the way there. She got a taxi from Liverpool to Runcorn, which cost like £40 or something just to watch me wrestle. I was like, "Oh, that's lovely. I can retire now after like one match."
My mum saw this.
Yeah. It's
Done.
lovely. And then the match after that was, I think I did a segment after that where I attacked Zach, and I didn't understand how to wrestle at the time, so I was just literally booting him as hard as I could in the head. And then I had to take a chair shot, and at that stage I was like, "Yeah, just hit me, brother, just hit me as hard as you can." So he hit me as hard as he can with his chair, knocked me out. Woke up 5 minutes later on the floor. But at the time, it's like wrestling. You're like, "Oh, it's the best thing ever."
The funny thing about it is, I've actually seen that happen where it's like, He's down. Get the smiling salts.
Yeah. You like they all like get your hands up like, nah, I'm gonna take this on my face. Do not take a chair shot on my face.
No,
That was a valuable life lesson.
no. No, just no.
There's a reason they banned headshots in WWE.
Protect yourselves at all times. But that's one of the rules of boxing and wrestling.
Yeah.
Protect yourself at all times. Not take a headshot of a chair shot.
Yeah, don't do that. It's not a good life choice. And then after that, I was more regular. After I did more regular shows from my training school. Then I got my first outside booking for United Wrestling.
Yeah.
Then I debuted at Future Shock. Then I debuted at BWP, and that was my first year of wrestling.
What a start!
It's all right. It went downhill from there.
I highly doubt it. You seem to be doing fine from what I could see.
I get by. I do all right.
Well, I will say I love your current. I love your current adventures that I've seen you like at Wrestle Island.
Yeah.
Especially
right now, my wrestling gimmick is I've got a girlfriend. It's so simple but effective.
You say you got a girlfriend, the crowd says you're a princess.
Yeah, it's quite offensive.
I'm looking at it. I'm thinking to myself. So when someone just goes, "You hit like a girl," and it goes, "She could probably knock your teeth down your throat." Quite literally, straight away. That's my automatic reaction. But yeah, you seem to be doing really well on that side of things. Like you're enjoying you. And one aspect of your character I've always enjoyed is you always look in. When you need to bring the intensity, you've got it.
You just need to be an angry human being in life. It's pretty much what I'm like in work. Just walking around angry. I'm just angry at life and just bring that out into wrestling. I'm just an angry person.
Dan Evans, walking angry.
Yeah, just be angry at life. Things get better when you're angry at it. I actually always wonder what my neighbours think of me, because I'm never here, and when I'm here, I'm just shouting aggressive things.
They might have the police on the speed dial.
I really want to know what they hear, because they must hear me shout some pretty aggressive things that I'm not proud that I'm shouting.
Oh. Well, we've all got neighbours where where that can possibly happen, and everything it does happen.
Yeah, like they all say, I'm really quiet. I'm like, no, do not lie. You hear me shout. I shout a lot.
I remember at one show someone saying, "Oh, he's quiet. You really don't know him."
I'm quite quiet to get to.
It's like, go introduce yourself.
I'm not really a very sociable person. If you talk to me, I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
But I don't really like people that much.
But you also give good hugs.
Do I?
Yeah.
I've never had a hug off me. Can't really judge.
I can call it, and I've got the nickname Huggy Bear.
You called Huggy Bear?
At uni, when I was at uni, someone decided to nickname me Huggy Bear. Because
really?
I give great hugs. So Huggy Bear.
Well, you do give all right hugs.
It's giving you the props.
You do give all right. I'm going to put that on my CV. Huggy Bear says I give good hugs.
Huggy Bear says you give great. It's just hilarious. You do give a good hug. But one thing like I said, you're one of the safest people. You're somebody. If when we were doing a match, if you ever called anything, I wouldn't even hesitate.
I do actually. I started giving people ridiculous things to do in matches just for my own amusement. Like, I was wrestling on a camp show, and this guy, he has. I can't remember what the fuck I was wrestling. I was wrestling somebody, and they like make their entrance, and then I tell her I have to tell him to make another lap of the crowd, and he goes and does it. So there's me in the ring laughing because I can't believe he's actually got done this. And so he realizes that it's a rip halfway through his like lap around the crowd and keep thinking, "What's this guy doing?" And so he gets back in the ring and I tell the ref again to tell him to do it again.
Oh, please tell me
Luckily
he didn't do it again.
He didn't. I just couldn't stop laughing. The whole way through my match I was laughing.
So
I'm quite professional at times.
Oh yeah. But then again, that's a carnival show. You have to have fun.
It's all about fun, especially at this stage. You just have to enjoy it.
Yes. That you do. So, while you've been travelling on the road, have you got any favourite opponents?
Probably one of my favourites is Disco Bet. Like, we have a running count, and we forgot how much we've done, so we lie about it, and I've just continued from the lie.
Even I've lost count.
So we've said we have, I can't even remember the fake count we've started giving. It's over 100 for fake count. We've probably wrestled each other about 100 times, but we started saying, we've wrestled each other 153 times or something silly like that. And we started counting from that one.
Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely, Disco. We've had some of the best matches. We've also had some of the worst matches.
Yeah, you always got to take some highs and lows.
I remember this one, it was a carnival show, so it didn't really matter. And he showed up on the carnival, wasn't expected to wrestle, I think just showed up, got in the ring, and we just started wrestling. It was just a car wreck.
Oh, I've seen them ones. I've been in them ones. It's like, are you enjoying the match? Just end it.
Everything you do goes wrong, and you're just like, I hate you, Bert. And he's like, I love you, Dad. I'm like, I love you too, Bert. I can't hate you.
With one match I've had in the past, the guy's like, let's go into this spot. No. Jim Cornette's. What?
What's Jim Cornette?
Schoolboy, roll up. Whatever, get the fuck out of here.
That's some good life advice.
Not kidding you, I was just in absolute shock.
Yeah.
Because
it's funny how wrestling happens like that sometimes.
And we ended up doing a quick roll up, which made it a lot better.
Really?
Yeah. Because the crowd were expecting it to go longer. I was like, they were expecting it to go long, but in like the. So when it ended, it was like, oh.
At least you got a good reaction at the end. That's all that matters.
Oh no! I was like, should I be happy they wanted this match to end or not?
I just take it as I just forget about it. I just
took it on the chin as, yep, it's over. We got it right. They got the win.
At least you got out of there.
Just get out of there. So, with the show of the carnival, have you got any more? Have you got any other funny stories you'd like to tell?
I've got one. I'm not sure I'm allowed to tell for legal reasons. But basically,
legal reasons.
Yeah.
Could you be arrested for it?
Yeah, technically. I'm trying to find a way to tell this without telling it.
Oh dear.
No, I really can't tell that story. It's a funny story. Oh. Anyone ever sees me in person, I'll tell you that story.
There you go. So if anybody meets Dan Evans, make sure you ask for this funny story.
Yeah, ask for the carnival story where I probably should go to jail. I know what you mean.
Oh Lord! And I can honestly say, we've had stories on our interviews that involve shotguns, whips, and everything else.
I need to hear your stories.
If you want to hear
a whip story,
if you want to hear it, it's actually on the one of the most recent interviews I did. Rob Sharp.
Really?
Really?
I've met Rob Sharp once. I think maybe twice. I'm really bad at meeting people. I'm sure I've met him more than once.
All I'll say is, it involves someone very drunk insults his car and wouldn't leave him alone.
Oh God, I'm gonna listen to this.
So I do recommend you. There's your homework for you, Dan. give that a quick listen. Honestly, when he told me, you'll just hear me laughing.
Remember best kind of stories?
You'll just hear me just burst into laughter because it was based. I'm trying to avoid spoiling it. I really am.
Go on, man. Just tell me it.
Oh no! All I'll say is, it involves a drunk guy starts on him, and to get rid of him, he pulls out his whip that he uses for entrances, and just goes, "If you don't leave me, I'm going to whip you." This drunk guy is looking at him, thinking, "Did he just say that, or am I really hammered?"
Oh God, I would not know what to do in that situation where a guy's threatening to whip me.
And
I always carry a knife with me, so I probably would have pulled the knife out, and then that's how you get arrested.
Oh no! With him, he did that with Sticks, Connors, and a few other people.
Wow.
It's just gold. That's just gold.
Have you ever pulled a knife on a child?
Nope.
I've done it in a wrestling show. That story just popped into my head.
All I'll say is it was within a wrestling show. It was probably a wrestling knife, so not a real one. That covers you.
Yeah, we'll pretend that was the case. I didn't lose my temper and pull a knife on a child.
Right. Well, anyway,
it's in a controlled environment.
It's
part of a show. It's part of a show.
Exactly. No one was hurt. He's on the payroll.
Yeah, he actually was.
Oh, that's gold. Oh, one thing I will say is, with you being up and down the road on wrestling, have you seen anybody who's going to be like the next top star, the next breakout star that you feel?
I think Seth Skyline is probably going to go places. He's 20, and he's just going to be there. When you watch someone, you go, yeah, you're going to be really good.
Yeah.
So he got all the time in the world to be amazing. And he started training in the gym about, I don't know, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago. He's starting to put on size now, so he's going to go places.
Definitely.
He's got quite a couple of bookings coming up. He wrestles regularly for Mega Slam. He does Wrestle Pro.
Ooh.
He started doing BWP.
Always good.
He used to do Just Do when we used to run that.
Is that still going?
It's on a hiatus right now.
I have heard good things about that show. About them shows.
Well, we just try to have fun. Towards the end of last year, Bert changed jobs. So his shift pattern's been all over the place. So he's just trying to cope with that for now. So we just put it on the back burner until life kind of settles down a bit.
Well, so one thing I'd like to point out: if anybody ever sees any advertisement for Just Do Wrestling, check it out. Just do it.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
I just thought I'd just give that quick plug.
Yeah.
Why not?
It was fun when we were doing it, but right now we're just waiting for life to settle down a bit.
Why not?
I've got quite a lot of free time to do it again. Bert's shift patterns are starting to calm down, so maybe soon we might start again.
Who knows? The second you start back up, I may have to make a visit down there.
Oh, feel free. Do a podcast there.
Can actually do that.
One of your reviews.
Well, we can actually do reviews and commentary as well.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I've always wanted to do at a show, or someone to do? Film what goes on backstage. As a show and show the whole thing as how it all works together.
I get what you mean. Sort of see.
I always thought that'd be quite interesting.
Sort of see the initial build.
Yeah, so you see me stressing out, throwing things backstage. You see Bert telling people to go to see me. So then I get more frustrated because more people are coming to bother me.
I can imagine it being frustrating.
You then see my friend Sean take me to a room and then take over all my responsibilities, and then life just gets easier. Oh, shout out to my friend Sean. He probably won't listen to us, but he is like the greatest man who ever lived. If you ever need anything sorted out in life, go to my friend Sean. Like when we were running Just Do, all my problems got solved by him. Like the stage didn't get up properly, Sean would just fix it. The projector stopped working, just fix it.
Sean, the fixer.
Yeah, Sean Marshall, the greatest man that ever lived.
There we go. Done, sold. So, nice little shout out there. Is there anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, shout out to my mum, because she raised me well. Shout out to my girlfriend, who is actually cleaning my house right now.
And
thank you, I really appreciate it. Shout out to Bert for being my best friend. Shout out to Lewis for being my little brother and also my best friend.
Awesome.
This could go on forever.
It's almost like
shout
the Emmys.
Matt Burns for, taking his time out of his day to interview me.
And same to yourself, for to be interviewed and everything. It's always a pleasure to interview friends and colleagues and everything. It's always, I wouldn't say friends, I'd say more of a family.
Yeah, we are family.
Yeah. Definitely. And that's how I've always seen it. That's how I've always seen it. It's a family.
Yeah.
That's all good. So
it's like a family, and then you get the other half of your family that you just don't like, who you just want to get rid of. You know who you avoid at family dues?
Coming up next on Family Feud. Definitely. But one thing I will say, is there anywhere where people can check you out?
Follow me on Instagram, because I need more followers. It's DSEvans92.
I love
Instagram. I love Instagram. It's proper good at Instagram. I used to be really bad at Instagram, and then I started rock climbing, and then I got loads of followers randomly. And then once I got like 2,000, I just started snowballing. My advice on Instagram: post a lot and hashtag everything you can think of. You get followers.
I'm pretty sure that's awesome. That is awesome. For me, all we've got on mine is the hashtag the chop head from Wolfram.
That's it.
That's what I've got. Have you seen it?
I'm about to watch it after this interview.
Oh, you've actually found it.
Yeah.
It's a fair chop, because watch TJ Sky's reaction.
Oh, I love TJ Sky. He's good people.
He just jumps back and just goes to me, "What did you do?"
You killed him.
He's done.
Oh well, it happens.
It does. It does. Also, with that, how do you see wrestling in the upcoming years?
I think it's going to crash badly, because right now we have a lot of wrestling shows, all in very similar areas. Like Liverpool had I don't know. At one point it had BWP, Infinite's back now.
Yeah.
ICW.
Yeah.
Lucha Forever, PCW, TNT.
Oof.
Sure, missing one. But then they start cancelling shows
yeah.
I don't know, various issues. I don't know, it's too much wrestling. Like TNT did a show a night before a BWP show, so that's obviously going to affect their draws either way.
It does affect it in a massive way, because
especially when you're running city centre venues do not come cheap. So if you don't make your money back, that's going to hit you badly. You're going to not be able to run as many shows there.
Exactly. So
the best thing to do is hunker down, wait for them to all kill themselves, and then make your own show once everyone's dead.
I can honestly say you are the first one to have that outlook on British wrestling.
I'm just a negative person.
No. We're not. The difference is we're not actually after bad answers or correct answers. There's no correct answer. We just want to sort of get different answers and everything. And a lot of people have been saying we're going to have a big boom and everything, big massive boom. It's going to get big. They're going to get bigger. Going to get this, that. And it's like, Can we get any bigger?
I think we're in the boom now. It'll crash in a couple of years. Or
And
WWE
rebuild.
will start taking over.
And then rebuild.
I've heard WWE. Yeah, I think heard WWE has their fingers in ICW in progress, so they'll probably take over that.
They have them in. Yeah, they definitely do have them in ICW.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think they're probably going to outright take over at some point.
Potentially. Well, if you think about it, the WWE UK Championship is actually being defended on ICW.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Pete Dunne's defending it, isn't
he? Mm-hmm. So I think that's going to be a bit of a nice wrap up there in regards to this. So one thing before we wrap up, is there anywhere anybody can get some Dan Evans merchandise?
I was in the process of making a website before, so I'm going to announce that on my Instagram. So if you follow me on DSEvans92,
check it out, folks.
You can find out about my and Natalie's upcoming T-shirts. We already got them on sale, but we don't really sell online because I'm against the internet, because I work with the internet. So there will be a T-shirt site probably shortly after this podcast. So when it's released, it'll probably be up. But check out my Instagram; there'll be a post on it there.
No worries. So essentially, you're raging against the machine.
Yeah, good band.
Oh, definitely. So with that, we're going to put this a bit of a nice wrap up for the show. I'd have to say thank you very much for your time, Dan.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure seeing you, and always a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, hopefully, I get to see you soon.
Hopefully, you should do.
We'll be have a WPW show in September, won't you?
Wolf and Pro Wrestling. Yep,
that's the one. I can't actually pronounce it. That's going to be a stressful day for me. Right now, I've got 3 shows that day.
I'm the only one who can. Out of most people who I know, I'm not joking. We were doing an interview once. They were saying, mention some shows that you're interested, that you asked for. They all mentioned it, but we're actually at Wolf and Pro. They were like, "Does anybody know about Wolf and Pro Wrestling?" And I just voiced those goes, "Oh yeah, of course I'm wrestling there. that's where we are."
Oh wow, yeah, that day of that show on September 4th, is that 2nd? September 2nd. I got 3 shows that day.
You're a busy man.
Yeah, so that's going to be one stressful day. It's like all at weird times. Like one's at 11 o'clock in the morning. So in Wales, so I'll do that one. Then I got Wrestle Island at, I want to say 3 o'clock.
Oh.
So, and then after that, I've got WPW because I can't pronounce it. 6:30.
I'll do it for you. WPW, Wolf and Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, so it's like Wales. It's from Liverpool to Wales to Birkenhead to Wolverhampton, back to Liverpool. That was my journey.
Oof. That's a fair journey.
Yeah.
That's a fair journey.
Word on the street is I have a rumble at WPW, and then I have to do, I think, 2 matches in Wales, so I think that's potentially 5 matches in one day.
Wow. At the end of this, at the end of on that day, I will be giving him the new nickname, the Iron Man.
Iron Dan.
The Iron Dan, Mr. Stamina.
I expect a hug off Huggy Bear after it.
Oh, definitely. It'll happen. So anyway, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Hopefully, we will see each other at Wolf and Pro Wrestling and everything and whatnot. So thank you very much for that.
And good luck on your return to wrestling.
Thank you very much. It is coming soon and whatnot. So hopefully it's once the big surprise is revealed, I can't wait for it.
That should be good.
It should be good. But so with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to this interview with Dan Evans on TBT Interviews. We would like to pretty much give a shout out to the UK Wrestle Fan Zone, UKWA, and whatnot, as they always do fantastic work at shows, always helping us out. And at times when we doing having video interviews, they're always the ones doing the recording for us. So with that, as always, I will most likely hear from you, or you'll hear from us on either the next interview, next review, or on the next broadcast. So with that in mind, stay well, stay safe, and check out your local wrestling. Catch you later.
Bye.